Yes, so we are going to move very quickly on. With the next song that we are going to be talking about is going to be performing in 11th place, and that will be Belgium. Now, Belgium will be represented by Hooverphonic, and with a quick little switch up in the lineup, we now are having a new Hooverphonic and a new song, and the new song is called The Wrong Place. If you've not heard The Wrong Place, have a listen to a little clip of it now.
So I wasn't too keen on this at first, and the reason I wasn't too keen on it is I think I said when I did my opinion on the article was it gave me a lot of Del Rey vibes, and I don't really like her music as it was. So it was just a bit hard for me to get into. However, I've definitely given it a few more listens, and it's starting to grow on me. And it's a bit weird because I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about this. And it's kind of giving me North Macedonia 2019 vibes, especially after seeing Hooverphonic's live performance, where I think this is one of those songs that could potentially just come out of nowhere and literally smash the jury vote, simply because it just seems like that type of song that will really appeal to juries. And obviously we've seen them perform live, and her vocals when performing this and just her mannerisms are amazing. I really think Belgium could surprise us this year, and I feel that makes semi-final one even more exciting, because I think some people thought, this may not qualify. This is one of those songs that I think initially people thought if it was in semi-2, it would definitely qualify, but because it's in semi-1, it's a bit of a but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think this is a definite qualifier, and don't be surprised to see this in the jury's top 5, like in the final, because that's the type of vibe this is giving me.
This is probably one of my biggest growers of the season, and I quite enjoyed it when it first came out. I really liked the vibe of it, but it hadn't quite taken the time to sort of sit with me yet. And now it was very much firmly mid-table for me when it came out, and now it's hit my top 10. I think it's a really great song. I love how atmospheric it is. The music video is strange and beautiful, and I think it's a really fun and interesting take on the sort of one night stand theme that it's trying to get across. I know there's been a lot of sort of confusion over the whole "Don't you wear my Johnny Cash t-shirt" lyrics, and I like that. I think it's really clever as a way of saying, like, yeah, okay, sure, we had a great night together, but you are never going to be allowed into the more intimate and personal parts of my life. I just think that's a really cool way of getting that across. And I think Geika's voice is hypnotic. I think it's beautiful. And I'm still not convinced it will qualify. I'd love it to. I think I'm stronger on it qualifying than a lot of other people. And I really, really want it to. I really hope this could stand out as that sort of slower, more atmospheric sort of song as part of the second half of semi-final one, because it's definitely going to be a change of pace from a lot of the songs that are around it. And if they can pull out a good live, which we know they can vocally, and if they can bring good staging, I think this could hopefully do very, very well.
I feel fantastic in knowing that I was ahead of the curve, and I absolutely love this. This is the sort of music that I listen to on a very regular basis outside of the whole Eurovision context. It's definitely like The Wrong Place hits a lot harder than Release Me did, and I think I said this in the initial reaction that um, it it's a lot more sort of drawing in. It keeps your attention longer than Release Me did, whereas like with Release Me, it was a little bit more of a slow burner. This is my number 2. right now. I absolutely adore this. The song is so hypnotic, it's dark, it's edgy, but it still has this kind of, I want to say, Billie Eilish in the James Bond film, with the kind of like at the end with the kind of like big crescendo, and then at the end with the, like the little kind of guitar lick, like with that like really minor chord. Um, it's so dark, it's so interesting, and like Gaika's voice is amazing, and her acting in the I love the music video. The music video makes it so much more like dynamic. I really do hope that they get to have like a similar story when it comes to the actual performance. Just because, I mean, I'm not saying I'm psychotic here, but to see someone with his head chopped off singing parts of the song would be a bit of an interesting way to go. It would definitely stick out. It would definitely stick out.
And it's not allowed in the Eurovision rules. Like, there's no rule saying you can't have severed heads on stage.
There you go. See? Just pretend, just wear a green screen or an invisibility cloak from the Harry Potter world. It'll be fine. Uh, no, I do. I'm being realistic here in thinking that this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I do think that it could potentially be a borderline qualifier. If it does qualify, I will be over the moon, because it means that Europe still is in this kind of era of like letting quality songs that's not just necessarily like generic pop into the final. I think it would be a really nice addition. It would add a little bit more versatility. If it was to get to the final, I can totally see it being like right hand side of the scoreboard. But like how Jazzy was saying, it could easily storm the juries as well. If it was, again, I would absolutely love that, because it means that the juries have taste. Some people might not totally agree with me on that. I don't know. I'm just cautiously optimistic for this. Maybe it's just because I'm a little bit biased, but I just really, really like this song.